Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do.
Ooh, say it.
We should get into it. That's Heather.
That's Steven. Let's
get into Scandals.
Scandals. Part 2.
Part dos.
Electric Boogaloo.
Et you, Scandal.
Scandal returns.
Also
the return
Scandal.
Of the scandal. The scandal strikes back.
Oh my God, yes, I like it. I love it. The Scandal's revenge. Revenge of the Scandal.
Y'all. We couldn't get enough scandals the first time, so we're here. We're back again to talk more scandals. Scandals from you, scandals from us, scandals from everybody.
Well, really just scandals from you, because we did ours last week.
We did, yes.
And it took so long that we decided that this time we're only going to talk about the ones that you guys submitted. And I will say, not a lot of you submitted. I will say that.
No,
but in fairness, the first episode launches today as we're recording.
That's true.
So people don't have a chance to go. But you know what? There'll be probably a Scandals Part 3, because Lord knows there are scandals.
There's going to be a scandal.
Galore.
All the time. Steven, what are you drinking?
I have a jar of Pinot Grigio. What are you drinking?
On my shirt. I am drinking out of a red Solo cup in my own home, on which I have so much glassware, but I was mixing it and it was easier to mix in this red Solo cup. But I have St. Augustine City Gate Spirits pineapple rum and coconut rum. I blended it with a pina colada mix. I got it at Whole Foods, and it's topped off with some Prosecco. And it is
because it looks frothy.
Delicious. It is. It is so good. It tastes like a melted Dole Whip with like a little kick. It's so good.
See, I don't know how you drink drinks like that without a straw. I'm totally a straw guy when it comes to a cocktail. Like, I can't do it. Like, there it is. In fairness, you were about to sip right through that raw dog that shit.
It was about to, and then it spilled on me, and I was like, no, we're not. It ain't easy. Yes, so.
Heather, Steven, how was your week?
My week my week was definitely interesting. So Jason and I, husband of the pod, Jason sells merch at the group's called Atomic Legacy Wrestling, and they're based in Cocoa. But this was a big summer show they were doing at the Ocean Center in Daytona. And so in the wrestling world, the Ocean Center is an iconic place for wrestling because it's where WCW Bash at the Beach was. It's where Hulk Hogan turned and became a part of the NWO. So like, I know, right? Hulk Hogan. Sorry. You know, they were supposed to raise the flags or lower them half staff for him today.
I did see that. And also today's supposed to be Hulk Hogan Day, or is it tomorrow?
No, absolutely not. I have not left my house.
The last thing I want to say is it's okay to be racist day. I'm not going to do that.
Hello. That part.
Not going to.
No. And it's so funny how like almost none of the current rosters of WWE have said anything. I think legit out of like probably 100 people, probably 3 or 4 have said
because it's going to damage their brand.
Correct. It speaks volumes about the type of person he was.
My God. So, are you going to also be like, hey, I'm also friends with the KKK?
Listen, it pretty much is the same thing. So, we were at the Ocean Center, so we decided to spend the weekend in Daytona Beach because Jason had never been to Daytona Beach before, which is wild. So
like the actual beach?
The whole thing. He'd never been to the city, the beach, and I told him ahead of time, do not get your hopes up because you've been to some beautiful beach towns. Daytona is like if it was it's like Fun Spot compared to like Clearwater Beach being Epic Universe.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like you're gonna have, instead of like stepping on sharp like shells and rocks, and you have to look out for meth needles, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say hypodermic needle. So it was so fucking hot. We stayed in a condo that was actually really, really cute, like right on the beach, had a pool, had beach access, super affordable. So if the weather had been nicer, we would have been able to walk to like the main pier area, but it was so fucking hot that we Ubered there. But then by the time we walked back, like we had dinner, we got drunk, and we were like, let's just walk back on the beach. And it was perfect because like the sun was starting to set, it was getting cooler. So that was nice. So we had like a nice little like date day, whatever. So this wrestling show, first of all, Jason made so much money, it was stupid.
Yeah.
Second, yeah, right. So you've been to an Atomic Legacy show. So you know the people watching is like top tier.
Yeah. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. So there are actually some pretty solid matches there. Leva was there. She was fun.
Which character does
And
she do?
she did Mother, and she was with formerly known as Alicia Fox, who was like a pretty big wrestler in WWE, like a black girl. So that was cool to like see them together. But it was fun. But again, the people watching, and they did like a 10-bell salute for Hulk Hogan, and I was just eating my potato chips like
As loud as possible.
like I just don't. And they played his music at one point, and then Jason got distracted with a bunch of sales because I wanted to like film a really like just douchebag video of me just ignoring Hulk Hogan's song, but I was busy. But yeah, so wrestling was fun. Trying to think what else. Otherwise, it's been a pretty chill week for me. I have no plans this weekend. So I'm so fucking excited. Like it's SummerSlam is this weekend. That's like second biggest next to WrestleMania. So SummerSlam comes out tomorrow and Sunday. It's 2 days. And Jelly Roll is on the card. Jelly Roll, the singer, is wrestling.
Nah.
He's been training here in Orlando. Yeah. He's wrestling.
That's not
on
real.
the show. I swear to God, Steven, go Google it. So he's tag teaming with Randy Orton, who everybody knows Randy
The
Orton.
restaurant guy? No, that's what's the Horton? Tim Horton. Never mind. That's a restaurant. It was like now the restaurant guy. I mean, if Jelly Roll is gonna wrestle, why the fuck can't the little girl from Wendy's? I don't know. Like equal opportunity.
Oh my God. I hear donuts in my head. That's Randy Orton. That's his song. And I just, yeah, whatever. Anyway.
Is he a larger guy?
Roll. No, because you said Tim Hortons and Tim Hortons sells donuts.
Oh, never mind. I still don't know who the fuck a Randy Norton is.
Randy Orton's, you'll probably know his face. He's been around, like, he and John Cena kind of like came up together. And he was like John Cena's like alter ego bad. Like John Cena was the hero, Randy Orton's bad guy. But anyway, so Jelly Roll is tag teaming with Randy Orton, and they're fighting Logan Paul, as in Suicide Japan, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. So I'm really interested to see how Jelly Roll throws down in the ring. But he's lost weight. He's lost a shit ton of weight, and he's been training with some of the best people. So it's the same people that train Bad Bunny, and Bad Bunny tore the fuck up.
Bad Bunny wrestled?
Yes, he wrestled. And he
Santiago.
Oh my God, I will send you the link. He was so good, Steven. Like flips. And he did this one move called the Canadian Destroyer, which I've been watching wrestling my whole life and I cannot figure out how it's done. It's like where the person's between your legs and you do like a forward flip, and it's a very complicated move that not a lot of people can do. And he fucking did it. And like everyone lost their minds. So yes, I'll have to show you some Bad Bunny matches, but he was incredible. Not as good as Snooki. Snooki wrestled at the height of
what?
She was terrible. Yeah, Snooki wrestled at WrestleMania in the height of Jersey Shore. Yeah. We got to go down a road of celebrity wrestling. But yeah, so that was
that could be a whole episode.
It really. How's your week been, Steven? Happy Friday.
Oh, it's been a week, Heather.
It's
been. Have you ever had like a dream that you were enjoying so much that when you woke up, you were sad that it wasn't real?
Steven, the amount of dreams I could tell you.
Well, this one hits in particular. This one, I literally woken up and I was like, motherfucker.
I had like recently a handful of them, and typically it'll involve something like me having a recording contract and I'm about to like perform on SNL, and right as I go out, I wake up. Or like I'll meet like Pedro or Joaquin Phoenix or someone else, and they're like, Jason got exiled to Cuba. You have to marry me. And I'm like, I can't. I'm still married to Jason. And they're like, please, I love you. And then I wake up and I'm like,
oh, well, see, mine's gonna hit a little differently.
Mine are always involving either something with romance or money, like those two in particular.
Yeah. So you were in this dream.
Shit.
And long story short, it was about the apocalypse. And I was so mad that it didn't happen.
Steven, I kid you not, and I feel like I've told you this, I dream about the apocalypse no less than like 3 times a week. And it's always either an airborne something, like missiles start coming in and we're like, oh shit, we gotta go, or like a zombie virus, or gosh, I've had so many things. And like my realistic dream this week was a tidal wave. I was on like a pontoon with people, and all of a sudden I saw this tidal wave, and it's because I watched Paradise on Hulu, which ties into a tidal wave. So this tidal wave came, and Steven, I kid you not, I felt the water. I felt the boat tip. I felt like I was gasping for air. And even in my dream, in the back of my head, I was like, I cannot believe I'm dying this way. I cannot believe this is happening, but it's a dream. And then I woke up. But it was real as I woke Jason up. I was like, I just drowned in my dream. Like, it was horrible. Like, I could feel, it was horrible, horrible.
See, mine
Do you ever have dreams
also,
like that?
I do. But this one was a little different. This one was, you and I have accepted the fate that the apocalypse was happening. It was so chill. It's so casual. I kid you not, we got like tickets to go to a certain place to sit down to witness the apocalypse. Do you know? Take a wild guess of where that place would be.
Savoy.
Close.
Parliament House.
The empty lot of Parliament House where the theater used to be. There was like
so dream coded. Only in a dream would you think of that.
Oh, it was so many, like there was like 40, 50 people just in rows. And we literally sat down where the audience was and we were just looking to the sky, waiting for something to happen because we all knew it was going to happen. Nobody was upset. Nobody was crying. We were all just like, yep, here it goes. And we're like literally going, what the fuck is taking so long? And then you start seeing a couple of sparks in the sky. And then I fucking woke up. I was so pissed. I was like, if only that could have been real.
That's what we would do. Or I would just invite everyone over to my house. I would go to a dispensary, order all the edibles, and I literally would just eat like 40 edibles and just see what happens. I'm not kidding. Like
you might accidentally survive. Don't do that. Like
I'm so tickled from the gummy that I'm going to survive the nuclear winter.
You're like, it's like the guy who survived the Titanic because he was so drunk that his body stayed warm. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do. That'd be
It's going to be that, but I don't think weed works with that. But maybe alcohol. I'm like,
be drunk too, both. But the thing is, drunk, you could give yourself alcohol poisoning, which is really painful. And I don't want any pain. I just want to like float. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Like I just
fly like an eagle. Oh my God! Yeah.
You know, I had a friend that I used to work with, and she thought her whole life until I told her that the lyrics were "Fly like a Negro," and I'm gonna fly like a Negro to the.
I'm sorry. She believed that?
Yes, 1,000,000,000%.
Who is this child?
God, it was somebody I used to work with in an office. We were talking about misheard lyrics, and someone else also thought that knocking on heaven's door was Kevin. So knock, knock, knocking on Kevin's door.
Kevin McAllister, duh.
And
are you in there, Kevin?
My personal favorite. I'm going to stand on the side of Michael's house. I'm going to stand on the side of Michael's house.
Oh my God. I will bleed, so I will die. I will bleed, I will die. I will see other guys. Dabu-dee, dabu. Anyway.
I thought you were saying I believe I could fly.
Also, no, I was going for the blue and all the variations of that. Also, this week, I had this great idea. I went grocery shopping and then I saw some very fancy looking garlic bread in the bakery section that you take home and bake yourself. So I had this whole plan.
Is this from the good Aldi?
It was not from the good Aldi because they don't have like a bakery section. I do love the Aldi.
No, you're right, they don't.
95% of my items are from there. But I forget. I had to get something that Aldi didn't have. And so I was like, okay, let me just pop in here and get it. So I got this delicious bread and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have a day where I just have some wonderful garlic bread and marinara sauce for dinner and it's going to be amazing. And I got like some marinara sauce.
It's like the simple things, like easy peasy, and it's just good.
When I worked in the college program, I lived off of garlic knots and marinara sauce from the Cheesecake Factory that was on the 5th floor. I think it was it Cheesecake Factory? I think it was. I don't remember. Whatever was on the 5th floor. But that was like my lunch every single day. I always tell people I'm a slut for red sauce, so I'm going to do it. So I got the red sauce, and then I zhuzhed it up real good. Like I was adding my own spices, my own seasoning. I'm in like chopping garlic. I'm just doing everything. And then I go ahead and I was like, you know what? Let's fucking put some cheese on this bread. Yeah, let's do this mozzarella. I had some. I put it on there. I was like, what's the best way to do this? I'm like, I don't want to bake it. It's kind of already baked. So I'll just broil it for a second. And I broiled it.
Broiler. You didn't tell me it was the broiler.
Yeah. So then I went and let Q out, and then I came back to almost a fire. Like I made cement bricks for dinner last night. I was so pissed.
I have been a victim to the broiler. I've used it one time in my air fryer, and I never did it again. And it was I made pasta, and I wanted the cheese to melt a little bit faster. So I had it in the little air fryer safe dish, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like broil it for like 2 seconds because I broil in the oven all the time, and it's fine. I'm like, I got this. I'll watch it, man. Bitch, same thing. Smoke everywhere. The smoke alarm over here went off, and I was like, cool, got it. We'll never broil in the air fryer ever again.
I was broiling in the oven. Yeah. And so then I will broil just as one setting on mine. I don't know. Like I
have high and low on mine, so I only use low now.
I don't know how to use this oven stove of mine. It's a fucking quote unquote smart stove. It has like 2 sections. I don't understand. It gets too hot. It overheats. It gives me like an error message most of the time. I don't really know. But I was like, you know what? Let me just put it on there for a second. Came out as charred bricks. That's fuck. And then the worst part is that my little apartment filled with smoke so fast that Coupon refused to come back inside. Like that was his one survival instinct. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not going in there. I'm not doing it. I was like, literally had to like chase him. It was like fucking raining. Like, you never get back in the fucking house. It's like
he's like, I'm not dying today. Not today, Satan.
I mean, you cute little dummy.
Gosh. Steven, you texted me last night and said that you were watching a certain movie. And did you finish said movie?
I did finish said movie. I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It wasn't like, whoa. But I will say, when it comes to like the art and design, and ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
The art and design and the color palettes and like what they did,
so delicious.
Like it was like futuristic 60s, like what Jetsons would have been, but without it being in the future. And there were some really cool parts and some really visually stunning parts.
How stretchy did Mr. Fantastic get on a scale?
I expected way more stretching, honestly. Okay. Like I didn't see a single boner.
So speaking of this movie, I was scrolling through Instagram yesterday, and Steven, what are 2-3 things that I'm terrified of?
Marionettes, things with holes, puppets, claymation, robots.
Ding, 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 ding. You got it. Robots. Let's talk about robots, friends. So I've been scared of robots my entire life. C-3PO to me was such a nightmare that when I would see him like on a poster, or like my cousin had a sticker of him and I was terrified of the sticker. I was so scared of robots. Always have been, unless it's like Twilight Zone robots where they're humanoid. Like if they flow like AI. I wasn't really scared of most of the robots in AI. There were like a couple, but I hate the sound of a mechanical voice, like people with voice boxes and robot voices. Jacques at Toothsome. I hate it. So let me tell you something about this Fantastic Four movie. I might have some issues because something popped into my queue called Herbie's Lullaby. And I was like, oh, okay. The little robot, maybe it's like the one at, I almost called it Aquatica, Aventura. Have you ever stayed at Aventura and they have the little robot?
Well, the one that delivers stuff to your room?
Yes.
I've never had it deliver me anything, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, and so like I thought that's what Herbie was going to be like, and I thought he was going to be like a beep boop robot because that's what I saw in the commercials. I want you to listen for 2 seconds to this lullaby that apparently he sings to this baby. Stand by. Okay, here we go.
I'm bulletproof.
Wait, did it play?
Nothing to lose.
Never mind, it's in my headset. It's not going to work.
Oh. Just put the microphone to your headset.
Hold on, yes, stand by.
Just put your head into.
Here we go. Nope, I can't. I can't.
It sounds like a malfunctioning Alvin and the Simons dolls, like ineffective doll from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I can't even. Ugh.
I will say, well, I guess it doesn't matter what I say. If you don't like robots, you don't like robots. But
is that supposed to comfort a baby?
I mean, this baby needed comforting. Let's just say that the baby needed comforting.
Okay, that's all we'll leave it at. Because I already know what happens. I read the Wikipedia like I always do, but we won't spoil it for those.
Yeah,
I had to know. I had to know. So anyway, how was Pedro? Was he good?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
he was great.
Looks so hot.
It made me think of something. I saw a clip. I think it was the Colbert Show or something like that. One of those places that were like, we told you to stop doing, like it was talking about like global warming and shit like that. And they said, we told you if you put Pedro in too many movies this summer, this would happen.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
put him in more movies. Put him in everything. everything.
I will say Johnny Storm traditionally has been like a really hot guy.
I'm gonna say that's what I've been hearing the most feedback about. That
And
Joseph Quinn is like just kind of there.
He was fine.
Yeah,
but it wasn't groundbreaking
right?
like the others. And have no fucking idea who he is.
You've watched Stranger Things, right?
I have.
He was a very, very big character on this last season of Stranger Things. Not Vecna.
The swimming pool.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Fucking know. Who was he?
He was Eddie. He was Eddie, the guitar guy.
Was he?
That's him.
Wow.
Just imagine the long hair and darker contacts. Same actor.
Very versatile. Very versatile.
So he and James Marsden, we were talking about him the other day. Like James Marsden, all around, like give him all the awards. He can sing, he can dance, drama, comedy, reality,
voiceover, everything.
Voiceover. I think we talked about this last episode, but anyway, fuck Herbie. Let's continue.
Anyway, let's jump right back in. Why does he sound like a sick speak and spell? Or also, like E.T. singing a song?
You literally have these people flying all over the planet. You can't like dub a voice over it, like a nice, soothing female voice, like not man.
I don't think that would make it any better. If he was like, "Oh, hey, doctor, look at this." Like, no, like it would. No, I think you needed it to be because it was kind of like, again, a '60s inspired robot.
Was it like Rosie the twat with the New York accent? Didn't she? Rosie the robot in the Jetsons?
Yeah. Did he? I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Rosie Perez.
Oh my god. Speaking of which, George Jetson just turned 3 recently.
Oh, that's right. Because he
just
was born
turned
in
3.
2022, wasn't he?
Yes. So just to think, like now we know what to expect, y'all. Houses on sticks in the sky.
I still can remember exactly where I was as a kid in Connecticut. We were driving somewhere, and I remember we were like passing by a Burger King, and I don't know why I remember this, but I remember overhearing my parents talking about like somebody they knew, like having a baby. And they're like, yeah, she was in labor and it was terrible, blah, blah, blah. And I told them, I was like, by the time I'm 25, I think labor is going to be painless. And they were like, you're right, Heather. Newsflash, it's not. It's not from what I've heard. So I remember thinking
what you think you just get
future, that you get like numb, like completely numb, where it's just like, whoop, like,
yeah.
Like,
but then still
like, or put you out, like knock you out, give you anesthesia.
That numbness wears off. Yeah, and then when you were split hole to hole, like there's not like a
oh, God.
No, like, oh, I'm not going to feel that tomorrow. No, bitch. You're going to be accidentally shitting yourself for a while.
Oh, God. But
anyway,
that's the future. So, really quick. Did you see Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
I did watch it the other night.
It was so I've never seen Happy Gilmore 1.
So then you don't get half of it.
Kinda, because they showed the flashbacks and I
guess they did.
Questions. And I've seen it in like pieces. Like I remember the man with the hand, Apollo.
I'm surprised you're not afraid of that.
No, because it's just like a plastic hand.
That breaks.
I thought it was gonna be made out of cake. Yeah. And
cake? What the fuck?
I thought that, you know how like, is it cake? I thought that in Happy Gilmore 2, the guy's hand, the black man, I thought that at one point they were going to reveal that it was made out of cake because that's very on brand for that type of humor.
That would have been a choice.
Have you ever seen the clip from that show with Johnny Knoxville and the girl from Precious where she sits down?
Yeah, like, bitch, is that cake?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different because she sat on it. This was something he was using. Like he'd be like, cake pieces would be flying around as he talked because he uses his hand.
Have you ever tasted or touched fondant?
I have,
baby.
I mean, depending how cemented it is to the bottom and anyway, we're not getting into cake statistics.
No. But what was cool was that a pretty big wrestler played one of Adam Sandler's sons. So that was cool to see him on like in a big movie.
Was he the biggest guy?
Yeah, he was. And
he kind of looked familiar
for a while. Yeah, he's been off TV for a hot minute and everyone's like, is he hurt? And no, he was filming the movie. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, Scandals, part 2.
Scandals, part 2. So, you people at home, yes, you people.
You people.
Commented on some of your favorites. So, we're going to go down the list and talk a little bit about each of those. Heather, which is... up? I was hoping you had it pulled up. I have my notes pulled up so we can kind of tag team.
Stand by.
But a lot of you came up with like a couple of ones I think we might have briefly mentioned on, some that we have talked about on other episodes. We're just going to get this one out of the way right now. Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan, we have talked endlessly on other episodes.
Why?
As you know, it's one of my favorite things in the entire world. So if you want to hear that, go back to the other 35 episodes that we have, because I'm sure we've talked about it at least 31 times. It's that constant in our lives.
Yes. Why? I have it pulled up now. So the first one I see here is our good old friend CJ. He said the Princess Diana fuck you dress, which
Now,
I know a little bit about, just a smidge about.
See, I had only ever heard the term the FU dress.
Okay.
Like that's what I knew. What did you know about it?
I remember that it was a black dress, if I'm not mistaken. And it was right after she and Charles got divorced, and everyone was like talking shit about her. And I'm pretty sure it was a black dress, I think.
Well, my notes say that Prince Charles publicly admitted to infidelity in a televised interview, and instead of keeping
with a
low
woman who is busted. I don't care.
Isn't that always the case?
You're right, yeah. But
I mean, what even started
so
this last week's episode is that the CEO guy cheated on somebody, and like his wife was like super hot, and then
of course, so
the HR
stupid.
lady was not as attractive. Like, why?
Like, obviously, we talked last week about how if they hadn't reacted, they may have not got caught. But also, she's even dumber because it depends on how well known she is in this company. Like, I could never ever go to any event and be lovey-dovey with another straight guy because I know so many fucking people in Orlando. Like, no matter where I go, somebody will have seen something, right? And so it's like with this lady and the guy, especially the guy being a CEO, you fucking dum-dums. You're gonna run into some of your employees at a concert like that.
Like I want to know how many people were in that audience.
Yeah.
You're gonna know somebody.
Yeah. So Princess Diana, yeah, I'm pretty sure the dress was a black one.
So it was I did not look up a picture, but I have a description. It was a striking black off the shoulder silk chiffon dress by Christina Stembolian. And it was basically like a message that she's like, I'm not going to be overshadowed. Like, this is me. I think might have been the start as a revenge dress. You've heard like of revenge dresses and revenge looks and revenge haircuts and things like that. I think this might have been the start.
Yeah. I'm very much against the concept of revenge body because it means that you are changing your body because the person put you in that mind frame, right? Like that you're doing this because you're like, I'm getting back at fucking Johnny Storm, right? You're doing it to get back at a person. And like, that shouldn't be the reason why. You should want to do it because like you want to do it and you want to feel good, right? But like,
yeah, but I mean,
there's other ways to get revenge. Trust me.
We can both be petty bitches, though. So
yeah.
Like I'm thinking, like so just petty for fun is something that's probably why she did it. You know, it's not like she had to do it. She's just like, you know what? Let's have a little fun.
Oh no, a dress is different. Absolutely, show your titties. I'm talking about like Khloe Kardashian had a reality show for a little bit called Revenge Body, and it was about these girls who would be like a little, you know, plus size, or they would have something with their nose and they'd be like, yeah, you know, my boyfriend Bob never liked my nose, so I'm finally going to get it done to say fuck you to him. And it's like, no, that's not why we do. No,
you keep your nose to say fuck you to him. Like
exactly. Yeah. So that piece is like icky, but a revenge dress, abso-fucking-lutely. Like wear a dress. But yeah, body's weird.
Yeah, that is crazy. All right, what was the next one?
Let's see. Our next one from my friend Dustin and also Mike Berlow. They both said Sinead O'Connor on SNL. Do you remember that, Stephen?
No, I do not. At all.
You don't? Oh,
at all. It happened in 92.
I remember it for sure because my dad wouldn't stop talking about it with his friends.
Well, that's a little different.
Yeah. And
so what do you remember of it?
Being on the news. I remember it was on the news everywhere. But also I grew up with New York market for news. So they put on like a lot of celebrity centric stories because that's New York for you. But I remember seeing it on the news. I remember her ripping the picture, but I, in my 9-year-old head, thought that it was just her being like rebellious. Like, yeah, down with the Pope. I didn't realize it was because of all of the sex scandals and all of the just like really nasty stuff in the Catholic Church. I just thought she was like saying fuck the man and I'm ripping up a picture of a historical figure. I didn't know about like the context of it until I was older.
So what happened is she sang an a cappella version of Bob Marley's War, a protest song originally about racism, and she adapted the lyrics to address child abuse, particularly within the Catholic Church. And I guess at the end of her performance, she held up a photo of Pope John Paul II, tore it into pieces on live television and said, "Fight the real enemy," and then threw the pieces at the camera.
Yep.
So I think that's actually kind of iconic.
It's beyond iconic. And if somebody did it today, they would get like a little baby hand slap, but it wouldn't be like she was essentially like blacklisted from everywhere.
Oh,
like
yeah.
No one would want to do anything with her. Where I think now
they would just not even say, they wouldn't even think twice about it. They'd be like, okay, they said that. Like with everything that we have going on right now.
Well, remember when Megan Thee Stallion was on and she did the whole like protect Black women and called out the Black guy who I think he was the attorney in Louisville with Breonna Taylor, who like didn't want to, it was something with the Black, I can't remember his title. It was like the mayor or something of where Breonna Taylor was from. And he was essentially siding with the people that were like, well, maybe if her boyfriend hadn't done this.
They were fucking asleep.
Megan Thee Stallion called him out and called him an Uncle Tom on the background of the thing. And everyone was like, yes, girl. And of course she got like, haters. But if she had done that in 1992, she probably
wouldn't have a career
again. Yeah. So I feel terrible that Sinead O'Connor was ostracized for standing up for, abuse victims and for using her platform. That's what you want celebrities to do. Use your platform, right? And
for good, not for evil, though. Let's not.
Correct. Yeah, no, not the president. But yeah, so you just kind of not learned about, I'm sure you probably knew, but like this is your
No, I knew nothing. I didn't even know there was a scandal. The only thing I knew about Sinead O'Connor is that she had a shaved head. That's all I knew about her.
Can you name one song by her?
I Shaved My Head for You by Sinead O'Connor.
Steven, I have her most famous song.
Okay, Heather, in real talk, what famous songs do I know?
None. Happy birthday.
Maybe.
Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
Old MacDonald had a farm. LOMAO. No.
Her most famous song is Nothing Compares to You. Nothing compares to you.
Oh, I had no idea that was her.
7 now. Yeah, that's her. That was like her biggest song. But I don't know if you remember, for the 50th Saturday Night Live episode this year, Miley Cyrus on the actual show, not the concert, she sang Nothing Compares to You. And I remember when she came out, in my head, I was like, Miley's going to fucking do Sinead O'Connor. I bet she's going to. And sure enough, she did.
What made you think she would do Sinead O'Connor, though?
Because she's always talked about how that moment was like such an iconic moment. Like she's been vocal about it before. And so I was like, oh, she's going to do it. And sure enough, she did it. And she's so good. I love her.
Iconic.
Yes. Okay.
Iconic. The next one.
Really solid. This is a great one. I love this one. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
But then I did, and I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen,
that gets me every time, that like brings me endless joy, is somebody did like a clipped version where it's him saying, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, to him being like, we had a relationship. It's like, sir.
God.
Sir. Have you watched the Ryan Murphy show? With about this, the Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton thing?
Didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
Probably 2 or 3 years ago. It's pretty solid. And the guy who plays Bill Clinton is like weirdly good. They made Hillary Clinton way too beautiful, but it's good. It's on Hulu. I think it's American politics story.
American politician or something. It sounds
might
kind
be
of
American Crime Story. Maybe, I don't know. But what do you remember about Bill and Monica?
I remember him getting a blow job and everybody talking about it and calling him Slick Willie. My dad had golf balls with his face on it that said Slick Willie.
No.
Yeah. And back then I was like, yeah, that's funny. Like I didn't really understand the full repercussions. So I was like, you know what? He got some nookie whatever.
And he got impeached for it. I was like,
But then we
how
learned, you know what? After that, you could kill a baby
do
in the
anything.
street
You
and
can do
not
anything.
get impeached. Like you tried to overthrow the
Anything.
country and not be impeached. You could try to turn down, not listen to the Constitution and not be impeached. So you know what? Bill, get your dick sucked by whoever, because really that is a small beans. Small beans.
Also, I have some bones to pick. I'm a little pissed at WWE right now because did you see Triple H at the White House for this fitness thing? Triple H went to the White House and Donald Trump was like talking about him and like, he's so great. He's a champion. And I was like, Triple H, like, why? Why do you have to even be involved? Like, I get that his mother-in-law is Linda McMahon, who is the now head of the Department of Education. That's his mother-in-law. But it's like, sir, you have this giant company with women. He has 3 daughters himself, and you're gonna align yourself with him. So I'm I'm highly annoyed, and I feel bad for people that I know who that's their boss. And I know that their political alignment is not with that. And you have to work because it's different if your company, you always hear about big companies, no matter what, saying like, oh, Publix donated to the Republican National Convention. It's like I have worked in the past and in, at certain times for companies that have done that. And it's kind of like, okay, that's a blanket, right? But when you see the head of your company, like right next to him, it was like, sir, why? Like just go wrestle, please. So that was
right. Stay in your lane, stay in your ring. Like,
yes.
First of all, I love the fact that Linda McMahon was in a hearing in Congress, right? And it was talking about AI in schools and whatnot. She repeatedly referred to it as A1, like the steak sauce. I mean, I'm sorry. I think that the director or the secretary of education should know how to read, maybe. Not that, although it did come out, I saw like a news article today that it's possible that Donald Trump can't read. And I believe it. Him and Leah Michelle.
It would not, and Leah Michelle's tried to prove it, but I'm like, bitch, you memorized that before you came in. Like you, I'm going to forever believe that she's illiterate.
I mean, that's just for fun. I'll believe that. Like,
it's hilarious.
I don't care.
If I were her, I would lean into it. I would fully lean into it. Even if I could read, I would like do an interview. They'd be like, read this. And I'd be like, her name is He at her.
Oh, no, I would do even better. I'd be at a restaurant looking at a menu and point to like the filet mignon and say, yes, I'll have the spaghetti. And just like can be completely wrong.
What?
I'll have the bolognese. That's not on the menu, but isn't that right there? Yes. Ma'am, that says rice.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Anyway, so when it comes to Monica Lewinsky, something I think is odd is that the evidence came up because of the physical evidence on the dress.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Monica, why weren't you doing your laundry?
And like, also, I don't know. I don't remember from the show. I don't remember the timeline of events. But if that were me and that happened, I would be like, I need to immediately get out of this. I need to either run home or I need to go to the nearest like Walmart and pick up something to just change into. Cause like, I'm not walking around the rest of the day
with jizz.
Like, yeah, it's like, what are you thinking? Like, why did you, I feel like that's her. I feel like she was a little obsessive and kept it on purpose. Like, if you like
maybe as a safety net
with like 1999 era Ricky Martin and on your Superman shirt, bloop, wouldn't you save it as like, look, Ricky Martin? Would you?
Probably not, because I would like to wear the shirt again. I would think that if it was on my shirt, probably means enough ended in my mouth, and I'm okay with that.
Some spillage.
You know, I imagine he's quite the producer.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, can we put an image of that in the Instagram?
Little sperms.
Just like
oh my God. Okay.
She's into sperm relations.
Weeb wap whoa. Herbie to come out with a full album. I want him to just cover like
I want Herbie to come out with a diss track for Wally. Wally could never.
But can you imagine if, like, let's say in a perfect world, I was living in the same universe as the Fantastic Four, right? And I saw Herbie and I was like, Herbie, I need you to bring a message to Reed Richards. Please tell him this or sing him this song. Please sing him like Endless Love so he knows that I love him. And then Herbie would go up there.
Endless.
He'd be like, that wasn't what we agreed on, her.
I imagine it would just all be one note. My endless love.
Weep up, weep up.
I don't know. Herbie was pretty. He was pretty smart. He there was a scene where he had to like change something about him for a battle or whatnot, and like as you've seen a picture of him, he helped. He helped.
They made that baby fight.
I mean, okay. Did you?
And by baby, I mean robot, and by robot, I mean he's terrifying. But they made him fight.
I think. Well, he's a robot, so I think he does what he's told. So
that's horrible. I would never.
I mean, at one point, he's part of their flying car. He like just sits into the dashboard. Like he is.
Okay. Yeah.
But they switch him out and like switch out his what is essentially his eyes for like another cassette because it's like data rolling in his eyes, right? So they like open his eyes, take something out, put it in, close it, like it's a tape deck. It was really.
Where did he come from?
Probably the shop. Radio Shack. I don't know. Like he was just there. It's not like they built him during the show. He was just.
I wasn't sure if they like showed somebody like soldering and putting him together.
No.
Okay, so my friend Mikey said 3 words: sleazy, slimy, Jeff. And by that, he means, because it's an inside joke kind of, it's Jeff from Saved by the Bell, as in the man that Kelly left Zach for at the prom.
See, I didn't take any notes on this because I just assumed it was Jeffrey Epstein because it works both ways.
It does work both ways. It does work both ways. But yes, he's talking about sleazy, slimy Jeff, who worked at the Max as Kelly's much older manager. And while she was a teenager.
Yes.
Yes. So while she was a teenager, he seduced her. She left Zach for this guy. And then the friends all snuck into a nightclub called The Attic. And they saw Jeff dancing with another woman. And that's how Kelly found out that he was cheating on her.
I remember she confronted him.
She sure did at The Attic. And Zach's mom showed up too.
That relationship should have never happened. You were in high school. He was an adult.
And then, I don't know if you remember on Saved by the Bell, the college years, before Kelly and Zach like decided to get back together and get married, Kelly was seeing her professor, Professor Lasky, who was like 25 years older than her. And I was like, girl, Zach is right there.
She's got a type. But Zach is also the worst person in the world, so we don't want that either.
But then she got married to him.
Well, that was her dumbass fault. Like, hello, there's more than 3 guys in the city that she lives in.
That's true. Maybe he's like Big Dick Zach or something that we don't know about.
Maybe he's got like a money or something we don't know about. Like a.
He did have money. His dad sold computers. You don't remember?
But like a what do you call it? When you can access it when you're 18. Not a hedge fund. No, not a hedge fund, but like a what's it? We call them a little something baby when they have a lump of sum waiting for that. Trust fund baby. Was he a trust fund baby?
No, because he went to regular college. He didn't like, and he had to.
But that's to be with his girlfriend Kelly. I need to be with her. Not like he was going to school for the grades. He probably got paid for his. Like, you know what? I'm paying for all this money. You give me solid B's across the board. I want the Donald Trump treatment. Just I'm going to pay a lot of money, and you just give me good scores.
Give me a degree. Yes. Oh, God. So yeah, there's Jeff, and then Michael Burlow said Ashley Simpson lip sync or the Alec Baldwin Little Pig voicemail, which I can very clearly remember both of those.
I think Ashley Simpson is iconic because it has been spoofed on so many different things. It's I think Family Guy did it where she's on SNL, but the song that played instead of her song was Old Man River.
No, it wasn't. Are you serious?
I believe it was. I believe it was. But something as equally as dumb.
So with Ashley Simpson, like, I get it. It was kind of hilarious. The one thing that I did not love was that she blamed her band for it. So at the very end, when they did the credits where they play the music and they're like, Ashley Simpson, she was like, I'm so sorry, you guys. My band played the wrong song.
How does your band play a pre-recorded track of vocals?
Not only that.
What instrument? I play the tape deck.
But you also don't do that to your band. So for anyone who's ever been in a band, it's like at the height of cherry thumpness, we would like die for each other. Like if we were, let's say that like we're playing on stage and someone was like harassing the guitar player, like all of us were going to fight that person. So we're very protective of each other. So like if something had happened, for instance, Johnny Be Good, when I forgot all those fucking lyrics, I didn't say, oh, it was my band. I was like, nope, that was my dumbass. It was me. And so like, I don't know why she couldn't have just said, sorry, y'all, I fucked up. It would have made her more endearing to me versus throwing her band under the bus. And I'm pretty sure her band did get really angry that she did that.
Yes, because viewers apparently saw it as a mishap of lack of talent or integrity, and her reputation took obviously a hit. But then she later blamed it on acid reflux for damaging her voice, and she claimed that her doctor told her that she should lip sync. But it also came apart because her sister was already so successful, and she was the younger sister coming in, and nobody honestly gave two shits, at least where I was. And it was like, the people said it was like, oh, you're just being manufactured as a pop star. You know, like the original Avril Lavigne before she was replaced.
Also, I hate to say this, but like, no Ashley Simpson song is hard enough that you would need to lip sync it. Like,
right.
That's like Taylor Swift, right? And again, I'm not knocking the human being. I'm talking about the song composition. Unless you're a drag queen and it is a lip sync performance, Taylor Swift never lip synced because her songs are very simply produced and simple vocal wise.
They're easily in her range. Yeah, they're built for her range. This is her capability. It's there. It's built for that. She's not trying to do Mariah Carey vocals.
Correct. So like if you're, for instance, it's like Britney lip syncing. I have never in my life had an issue with Britney lip syncing back when she would dance.
Yes.
Because she would fucking turn it out. So if you are lip syncing, but you're fucking turning the party dancing, lip sync all day, baby. But if you are lip syncing a ballad, just cut it out of your set or lower it down a couple of notches. You should never be lip syncing a ballad unless it's like the Star Spangled Banner
on a Monday
the Super Bowl,
or a Tuesday.
Well, the Super Bowl they'll do it because of the feedback. Because by the time you sing here, it's just a mess. So like, I get the Super Bowl, but not on SNL. Like, bitch, on a Monday, I'm waiting, bitch.
Right,
like Mama
Saturday Night Live. But you know, I was recently going down a rabbit hole for like clips or something, and I came across like an old one of Lady Gaga's original iconic performances, the one when she did
Summer Boy?
No, Paparazzi, where she was like covered in blood by the end of it, right?
From the VMAs.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember being like, oh my God, she's amazing. I love this song. It's so great. And then I listened to it again. I was like, she didn't sing the real version. She sang the same words, different tune, different notes, anything. And nobody gave a shit because it was still good.
Yeah. And it's so what she does, and our girl Tate McRae from SNL.
Your girl.
Same thing.
Your girl.
I love her. But she does the same thing.
I liked her fan kick.
Songs. But she will sing like a variation of it because she recorded it too high. But it makes sense. And I think I know what you're talking about with Gaga, where you cheat the notes essentially because you can't.
She just fully sang it in a different lower register, but it was still powerful and it was still good. Mm-hmm. And it didn't need to be like screeching or skrelting or anything like that for it to be good. So bitch, just log in and fucking do your job.
Yeah. And then the second part of that was the Alec Baldwin Little Pig voicemail, which ironically, even before we posted this, it popped into my feed not too long ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I like watched the whole thing. I was like, oh, this is a horrible.
Remind me, is Alec Baldwin the one that was drunk with a cheeseburger on the ground doing anti-Semitic? Okay. The anti-Semitic things. Okay, so I guess I didn't know.
Oh, wait, anti-Semitic. Wait. David Hasselhoff was the one on the floor eating a cheeseburger, but he never said anything anti-Semitic. So maybe this was Alec Baldwin.
I don't know. Maybe I could be mixing up all kinds of different things. You know, I don't know pop culture very well.
He's married to the lady who's pretending to be Spanish, and they have like 85 kids under the age of 12.
The disgraced congressperson who lied about everything. What's his name?
George
Santos. Is that his wife?
Kinda. And so my homework for you this weekend, if you fall into a rabbit hole, is just type in like Alec Baldwin wife scam or fraud, and it's all of this proof. She claims that she's from Spain, but like she doesn't have an accent, and like she doesn't know Spanish. There's like all of these wild things, and it would be like me saying like, "Hello, governor, I was born in London, and I moved to the States in 1995," and you're like, "Heather, you're from fucking Connecticut." No, I'm not from Connecticut. I'm from Liverpool. You'd be like,
I mean,
dumb raggedy bitch.
So Madonna faked being British for a while, so
did Britney.
I mean, I think Britney can be forgiven.
Yeah. Have you heard this voicemail?
I don't think I have, because
it's horrible.
It was calling her his 11-year-old daughter a rude, thoughtless little pig.
Yeah, it's like about like I think custody stuff and like something with her going to see the mom, and I don't know, but he was like,
it says it was
like, I'm going to pick you up, or I'm going to meet you, or I'm coming to see you, and you're a rude, ungrateful pig. And I'm like, baby, she's in like 2nd grade. Why are you saying this? Like
fucking 11.
Blue Ivy would have fought back.
I saw on my Facebook feed today this guy who was like in a Spanish version of like home court, house court, whatever it's fucking called, Judge Judy style court. I don't know what it's called. And he was like, "Yes, I believe these 2 children are not mine because I'm a model and those kids are ugly." And then the judge was like, "Did you just call the children ugly?" "Yes, they're very ugly. I am not ugly. I'm a professional model. They don't look like me." I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
But I guess it was about a custody battle with Kim Basinger. But I really have never heard anything about it before. Maybe it didn't get like big publicity. Do you have can you pull up the voicemail? Can you pull up the voicemail and put it into the microphone?
Hold on, let me see. I'll find the script of it versus putting it in the microphone. Let's see.
No, I want her actual
Baldwin. Oh no, you don't hear her. You hear him, and it's horrible.
That's what I want to hear. I'm not going to hear her being called a little piggy. Like it's on a voicemail, obviously.
You're like me, where it's like secondhand, not embarrassment, but like when I listen to it, it literally makes me cringe because I hate when people yell. So
he was physically yelling.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, yelling at her. It wasn't like very calm. Okay.
You have to play a sample. Have to.
If I can find it.
Have to play a sample.
Steven talked to everybody.
So I guess it damaged his image, especially as he was transitioning onto the comedy career. And that was his like 30 Rock career, I guess. Which this is going to sound really bad. I'm trying to still picture what an Alec Baldwin looks like. Because there's the whole, like a whole Baldwin family.
Beetlejuice. He's the Beetlejuice one.
That doesn't help me.
He was the dad, not the dad, the husband in Beetlejuice, the one who died in the bridge. It was Barbara and John. He was John.
Oh.
With Gina Davis.
Oh, okay, that's not who I thought it was at all.
Okay, hold on.
Wow. There it is. There. Oh God. He had real big feelings. An 11-year-old hurt his feelings that bad.
11-year-old. I'm going to come out there and you better, man, let me tell you something.
You better sit your rich ass down.
If my dad had ever done that, my mom would have called in the brigade, and no, there's no way. Like, no.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's wild.
Okay.
Wild.
So next is husband of the pod, Jason, and he posted a GIF of our president holding it's when a hurricane was coming, and it was like the Sharpie thing.
Oh yeah, he just can change the direction of a hurricane with a Sharpie.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, nope, it's going this way. Yeah, okay. You motherfuckers reelected this motherfucker. Just say, not you guys, because I'm sure anybody listening to this will not have voted for that asshole.
Our girl Robin Pedretti Kelly said, Clinton Lewinsky, which we talked about, and then she said, however, I was also glued to the TV for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, which I was not. I chose to not get involved in that narrative because I was like, I'm good.
I just didn't care. Like I don't care about celebrities. I don't know them. And people, I knew they were all into it.
Yeah, and like the Diddy trial, it's like I worked in the legal field for 3 or 4 years, so I was in, I wouldn't say the room, but like I would have to come in and like refill stuff. So like I've heard and I've seen a lot of depositions in my lifetime, and I don't want to watch it for fun. So like,
I mean, I watch it for fun all the time.
I mean, it depends.
True crime,
it depends on the case,
hands down. But just for it being sensationalized, if I'm going to watch something crime worthy, I want it to be juicy, not that she shit in his bed.
I know. Michelle was telling me about how in her life as an attorney throughout her career, she's seen some pretty hilarious people on Zoom show up to court in like robes and like pajamas. And I was like, that's the only reason why I'd be an attorney, so I could see people in their robes and see the judge yell at them. Like, yes, please.
Court cam, Hulu. It's all there.
Court cam.
Yeah. So I guess she claimed that Depp physically abused her, and there was like photos of bruises and stuff.
Shit in the bed.
Yeah, well, Depp denied the allegations, right? And then they went through this whole thing. And then let's see. Heard wrote a piece describing herself as a survivor of domestic abuse, and she did not name Depp, but the implications are clear. And then Depp sued her for $50 million for defamation. Do you think
he won, didn't he?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Let me see. Does it? My notes have it. Let's see. His claims: he never abused her. Heard was violent, manipulative. The op-ed cost him major roles and income, which I believe is very true. Her op-ed was protected as free speech. She was a victim of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. Yeah, and apparently Heard, again, is another person. I think she was in Aquaman 2 or something. That's the only thing I know her from. She got a lot of hate for it while Depp was being protected and praised, and he did win and gave him a $10 million and compensatory and a $5 million punitive damages. But Amber Heard also won part of her countersuit and was awarded $2 million for defamation due to one of Depp's lawyer's comments. So I don't think Depp should have been sued for a comment made by a lawyer.
No, yeah. Good times. All right, so what do we got? My friend Christina said Milli Vanilli. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it.
They lip sync. They weren't a real band. What's the real scandal?
You've seen the video, right? You've seen the video of when oh my God, it's so funny when they got caught, because the reason they got caught is because the record skipped.
Yeah.
And so they were doing their thing and it's going, blame it. Oh no, girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it.
Remix, girl, you know it. Girl,
and
you know it.
that's always my test to see how old somebody is. Like if I can't gauge if they're in their 40s, 30s, whatever, is I'll do that one time. And it's worked almost every time. So if I'm in front of somebody who's like 20, I'll go, girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. And they're like, are you okay? But if I do it to somebody over the age of like 40, they're instantly like, Milli Vanilli.
But okay, but this goes into saying like, yeah, they didn't sing. Wait. No, hold on.
What?
They didn't sing anything of their tracks. That a single. They didn't even like.
That they were lip syncing.
It was that wasn't them.
It wasn't them. Yeah.
I was today's years old when I learned this. I just thought they were lip sync artists, and I was about to go, that's not so bad with everybody who lip syncs. We just talked about it.
No, it wasn't.
So who is the real voices? Do we know? Is it in my notes?
Somebody random, but then one of them, I can't remember if it was one of them or two of them, they put out a new album or a new single with their actual voices, and everyone was like, boo.
I mean, you can't start a standard and then go less.
No, like, but I mean, it's kind of
just
like
offensive.
Remember how in the 90s there was that big influx of all the diva songs, like Everybody Dance Now, it's Jack It Up.
Yeah.
And in the video, it was always a skinny black girl.
Yeah, but it was always a bigger black girl. Yeah.
It was Martha Wash.
Yeah.
And now she's getting her flowers. But as a kid, I fully thought that skinny black lady was singing Everybody Dance Now. And I was like, yeah, great.
I just recently heard a podcast about that.
Yeah, the worst part was that they had the skinny models at the live performances. So when they would perform on like SNL and like in Living Color, they would have the model lip syncing the part, and they wouldn't even bring Martha Wash out. And I'm like, that's awful. Like,
now look at her. Who's who and who's where?
That sweat. Yeah, for real. But
baby,
let's see what we have next. Justin Timberlake / Janet Jackson.
Oh, planned or not planned? What was it? Planned or not planned?
I don't know. I go back and forth on it, where I feel like maybe it was supposed to be some sort of reveal of like a whole other costume or something, and like something happened by accident, but it was just the way that he handled it after is
Well, I mean,
what
he's
made
terrible
it trash.
publicity. Like, let's be honest.
And
the Britney thing he handled, and now he has Lyme disease.
He does not have.
I mean,
does not have Lyme disease.
He could, because the last performance I saw of him being drugged, it was bad. He just let the audience sing the whole time.
Because he's a lazy piece of shit. It has nothing to do with the disease. That's him. He's lazy. He doesn't want to perform because he's fucking lazy and he knows he's a loser. So he's like, haha, all these people who spent money, haha, I got this feeling down in my bones.
Electric latest, baby, let it go.
It's so lazy. And the thing is, if you had Lyme disease, you would be physically unable. He was like dancing, doing a jig while they're all singing.
Was he dancing?
He was not fully dancing.
He looked like
he's a mess.
An unhoused person on drugs on that stage.
I still think he cheated because he put out a statement, or something happened because he put out a statement about the Lyme disease. And the last sentence in the Lyme disease thing was, to Jessica and their 2 kids, you guys have been there for me through everything, and I'll never be able to repay you. And blah. I'm sorry, but like, if I was doing a show, let's say with Ginger, and let's say the shows were really popular and I couldn't make it and I had Lyme disease, I would just be like, I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. I know Ginger's going to shine. Please support her. Thank you so much for the prayers. I'm not going to say, thank you, Jason, for taking me back. Like, I'll do that on my own. So that's what makes me a little suspicious, is that last sentence where he was talking about the wife and kids. I'm like,
Interesting. I did not read his statement. I just saw a video and then I saw like a headline, and I didn't care to go further than the headline. But I kind of think it was planned, because you've done a lot of live shows.
Yes.
I've done a lot of live shows. I have never worn a nipple shield underneath a costume that nobody was ever going to see. There's a difference from wearing something like nipple tape, to keep it from showing up, or boob tape to keep your thing down, your dress attached. But I have never known anybody outside of a drag queen, a burlesque performer, an exotic dancer, to put something sparkly and fantastic on their nipples for nobody to see.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, on not Baddies, Jocelyn's Cabaret, they're strippers. Because sometimes when they fight on Jocelyn's Cabaret, like something will come off and they've got nipple things, but it's strippers. Because so that makes sense. So I don't know. I think maybe it was supposed to be something a little less revealing, and like the whole fucking thing came off.
I think it was just a bad publicity stunt. Just bad. Poorly planned.
Have you seen the video that's gone viral of JLo's show where she was doing something? It was like a couple nights ago. And she was like, yeah, welcome to my show, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden her skirt falls off. But underneath her skirt is a perfectly tailored brief that shows off her abs and her ass. And she was like, oh my God, I'm in my underwear, you guys. And then like poses. And I was like, you raggedy fucking bitch.
Bitch wanted to flex.
Come on stage. Just have your gays come on stage, do a nice little skirt pull and be like, clock the body. Ah, yes, I would respect that. But when you pretend and think we're stupid, that it was a word, like it's not even cute. Like she fully pretends it's a wardrobe malfunction. And everybody commenting on the video is like, girl.
But I would say though, if somebody in her level, her stature, whatever, that garment is going to be head to toe, like perfectly stitched and whatever. That means her underwear is going to be perfect. She's not going to wear a granny panty under that. She's going to have a perfectly created outfit, because you think about it, she's on stage. People are going to be able to see up there. They're going to have something that is made to be seen. So I don't know. I might let that go.
We'll see. But I
let that go.
Where it was publicity for Justin and
for sure.
Yes. And then let's see here. Then Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding. And that works out perfect because we're at an hour.
Yeah. We talked endlessly about that every other time. So go back to every other 35 episodes. We've talked about it at least once in like 30 of those. Thank you, Herbie. So with that being said, oh my God.
I want to tour with Herbie. I want to be his backup singer. But I'd be scared of him, so I couldn't do it.
You'd be on a completely separate stage going, every 5 seconds. I just thought you would be doing that same thing that that's in the picture that of Bonk with the snake, and you're 1,000 feet away on the porch of a completely different house, like crossing your body and like
no, get away from
that
me,
would be
Herbie.
your energy on the separate stage. You
Yes.
guys are at different Coachella stages singing the same song. Well, folks, that was Scandals Part 2.
Yeah. So if you
We
have
did
any
it.
suggestions, we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
If you have suggestions, let us know, friend. Let us know.
Yeah. Somebody please tell us, for the love of fucking God.
Yeah.
Richie, talking to you.
Oh, Richie, yes. Also, send me my son Margiela perfume. Anyway, bye.
So he just sent some messages today about the new Prada, like spokesperson and everything. And it's so funny is that because there was a teaser to it, right?
Ooh,
like a teaser video, and then it's just our group chat just reading him to filth because it's the person? Tom Holland. And I'm trying to I'm gonna go back for a second to see. So he sends like this video, right? And it's literally him looking at a newspaper, and that's it in a chair. Okay. And then he says, "This is the faces of our new fragrance," smiley face. And Arvin's like, "What does that mean?" And it says, like the tagline was "Another Way" or something like that. And Arvin says, "Another way to what?" And it's like, it's a tease for a fragrance name in a campaign. And I said, yes, there should have been another way. And then it goes back and forth. Like he goes, "Oh, well, Emma Watson campaigned for our latest women's Prada Paradox, and it was all about breaking those social norms." And I was like, by putting a pretty white girl on it, that's breaking social norms. And I put like the Miranda Priestley groundbreaking gif in it. And he's like, "Oh, she looks androgynous and everything." And then Arvin goes, "He's reading a newspaper. At least have him a fragrance bottle or something to let it know." It literally gives 0 fragrance. And then hold on, it can't show the bottle even though the bottle's already out. And blah, 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 blah. And then he posted a picture of homegirl Emma with her fragrance, and it straight up looks like she fell on the ground and is reaching for a bottle. So I was like, I sent the gif of you can't see it.
I can't see the gif, but I saw the picture.
Oh, the picture. I was like, the gif it says, "I've fallen and I can't get up." Because that's it. It looks like she's literally falling on the ground, reaching for the bottle. I was like, what in the fuck is wrong with these things?
Richie, if you send me a bottle of Never Ending Summer, I will never make fun of you. I will support Tom Holland and Emma Watson /Stone/Bun. What's her last name?
Yes.
Stone?
Watson?
Walsh? Oh, Watson. Thank you. There's too many Emmas.
I know. One of the Emmas. I don't know. She's the Harry Potter Emma.
Got it. Ron's been splinched. That one. Yes.
Yes. All right, then, everybody. Just so you know, this episode is now over. We're going to go back to the castle.
I'm going to go back to my flat in London because that's where I'm from, mate.
I'm going to go back to my sofa where I'm from.
Yes, I'm going to do that too. All right, bye.
All right, so till next time, folks. Bye.